Hi, I'm Patty. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways to clean up edge messes on your painting projects. All right, so I have no idea what happened on this day in my painting life, but I managed to make a mess all the way around this project. We think that we know why it happened, and that's because I was crackling, and when you crackle, you have to put a really heavy application of paint. But that doesn't mean that it's okay to leave. This is extremely unprofessional. If you hang this in your house, give it as a gift, it's just not gonna look good, and you don't wanna give substandard gifts to people. So we have a couple of ways, a couple of tools that we can use. I've got some daubers or ink sweepers, brushes, and a sanding disc. So the first one that we're gonna do is we're gonna say we can sand to take that off. It really is very, very helpful if you use a sanding block. Now, one of the disadvantages of the sanding block is it's gonna remove this burnt edge on there. So if you have a laser cut edge, it might not be the most bestest solution. So I'm gonna stop doing this because I think that's not what I'm going to wanna do, but it is a really good option if you have an edge that is already a raw color. The next step is to take some dark paint. I'm gonna mix a little bit of brown and black, just 50-50. Use my Italian palette knife to mix them together. And then we can use various kinds of applicators. So we could use an ink sweeper. So I can dab into my paint, offload on my paper towel, always offload. And when you do this, you want to use light pressure because you don't want to start making a mess on the front of your project. And see how that just covers that up. If you get anything, I kind of came over just a little bit, just brush it off while it's wet and see how fast and easy that is to clean your mess. Okay, so that is a fabulous way to do that. 2 other applicators that you can use is a foam brush. I've got a small one, and our foam brushes, so we have really well vetted tools on StudioR12.com. The tools have been used by myself and Carrie, and they don't get to stay if they don't work really well. So we have really excellent foam brushes. They're not the cheap, flimsy ones that you would get at like a craft store. Okay, so with this, you're gonna just load a little bit of paint and then just dab at it. Sometimes it can be easy for us to, if I dab at the edge of this, it can be easy to grab a big chunk of paint and bring it over the edge. So you don't want to do that, so you need to be careful with that. Okay, and then if I was using a regular flat brush, then what you can do is you don't use any water, and you can go into your paint and flat it out. And then you just start on the back side and you just lay that brush on that edge. And so no matter what kind of tools you have laying around, that's the easy way to fix your edge. Now pretend like you were pretty messy and pretend like you didn't want to have a dark edge. So the other way that you can fix is you can do the dark, you can do the sanding, or you can go in with your white paint, which is the same color that's on here. So I can take my dauber, load, always offload, and then I can go on my edge with white. And that's just as easy as well. So you can choose your colors, you can choose to make it a rust color, you can choose to make it an accent color, like whatever way you want to go, but those are the 3 ways that you can fix your project. If you enjoyed the content, make sure that you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, and come see us at StudioR12.com. See you next time.